Okay, the last time we left off, this is the fourth installment of this making your own sheath type thing. So I dipped the sheath in water, molded it. It molded fine, but the leather was drying out. So I put some oil on there. This is like 4 ounce leather. I probably need to get out of the light. I'm standing up behind the camera, y'all. I'm sorry, but it's like 4 ounce leather. So yeah, it's kind of flimsy, but it's gonna be comfortable, I guess you would say. You know. So the rivets, I put some rivets in. Courtney went to town and got some rivets earlier, and we appreciate it, don't we? Everybody say we appreciate you, Courtney. Okay, she brought me a chair. Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah.
So the rivets were we put these two in. I put this one in first, and I put it in too far over. This may just be a practice sheath. We might not use this sheath for nothing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really particular about my sheath, so like I might keep it for something, crazy or whatever. But definitely won't be going to somebody else. But the when we put this shit in, put this rivet in, it was too far over. The knife was too loose, so we put another one in. Which is exactly where I should have put it in anyway. Like if you remember, I said, that inch was gonna give us some space to do the stitching,
Right.
and then we were supposed to carve it off, smooth out the edges and stuff. And I even made a welt out of just a little scrap piece of leather, and that's not where the rivets need to go now.
Right.
I mean, the rest of them probably could because now it's got this stabilizer up here, and we'll see how it turns out. But even the oil that I put on the inside of the sheath is leaking to the other side. It just keeps on getting darker by the hour, man. So I don't know exactly how this is going to end up, but it don't look like that anymore. So I'm not. I guess we'll just see what's going on, man. But like the oil I put in there, because the water seemed like it was drying it out. It was turning white and getting crusty. So I was like, I got to put something on it, so
Yeah.
I didn't have the proper oil to put on there. I could have just used vegetable oil. I don't think that rivet stuck. No, it did not. The rivets are a pain in the ass. By the time I get done with this sheath, I'm gonna be a sewing motherfucker, But regardless, that's where we're at so far. And I did put these rivets in before. Like I remembered that I needed to put a belt loop on. So we had
anybody trying this yourself? Put your
belt
loop on
yeah.
first before you start sewing it together, or
Don't get fancy with your belt loop. Just go with the rough side. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So anyway, like for real, this is it's gonna be a learning process for sure. This is my first leather sheath, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, But by the time I get done with it, it's gonna hold a knife, that's gonna happen. Like I can promise you that. I'm gonna, like the first sheath that we make is going to hold a knife. It just might not do it the prettiest, but the rivets, man, you got these little punches here. Got these little packs of rivets. We got these from the Hobby Lobby, and we're the hole punch right here. So I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You punch your holes in the rivets, in the leather, and then you punch them in. Like you got a little cutting board, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
And put it on a nice stable surface. Use a mallet on this thing, and then there's even this little deal right here.
Yeah, if you've got the domed caps, you need one of these so that the curved part of it can go in that hole without flattening it out when you go to banging.
Yeah, I think that's what happened with this rivet right here, as a matter of fact.
You didn't get it in there.
I didn't get it in there good.
Right.
So it's kind of janky. But I mean, like, honestly, what would it be? Could it be anything else? with me besides a little fucked up. So, I would suggest breaking out the thread and the needle, punching your holes in something like, you know, like, and just.
And you can even use, if you're doing needle and thread, like use one of these things right here,
So is it this one? Is this the only
which
one?
allows you to do the lines or the holes and even spots to put your thread through. And you're not trying to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't use this when you're using the rivets because these are too close to one another.
Right. So that's where we're at. We didn't want to video tape the hammering because that is loud.
Yes, it is.
So like the rivets, like look up a good video that's got some music playing in the background on how to install rivets into leather, and that, you know, that's gonna, you know, like they'll have a nice edited video where it's silenced in the background and stuff. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run some rivets down this sheath, and then it's gonna pretty much be complete besides the finish. We're gonna see what the finish does, and then after the finish, we're gonna grind off, you know, the excess leather, you know, that we're gonna have. Obviously, you're gonna have some overhang and stuff like that, and then we'll finish that too. We'll wax it all up with some candle wax or paraffin or beeswax or something like that, you know, and. But you're pretty much looking at the silhouette of the finished product here. So, but I will touch base with you on the finished product when we get it. We'll catch you on the flip side.